Title: At my daughter's wedding, her mother said, "He's just the stepdad, not family." I left calmly. Hours later, her new father-in-law found me and said, "The wedding's over. They're rushing here to apologize." Start: She said it loud enough for the table to hear. "He's just the stepdad, not family." Her words sliced through the laughter like broken glass in champagne. The violinist didn't miss a note. My daughter's smile froze mid-photo, caught between guilt and confusion. I set my glass down, didn't flinch, didn't blink, just stood, buttoned my jacket, and left. The photographer kept snapping pictures. He thought it was part of the toast. It wasn't. Outside, the air was cooler. The hotel's garden lights shimmered over the pond, perfect reflections disturbed only by the faint ripples of koi. I'd paid for that pond, for the lights, for everything, actually. Her wedding was my doing. Every flower, every plate, every whispered congratulations. She'd come to me, trembling, when her mother refused to help with costs. Said I was the only man who'd ever shown up for her. And now? I was just the stepdad, not family. I raised her since she was 6. Her mother, Claire, was already bruised by her first husband's absences and my own patience. I didn't replace him. I repaired what he left behind. I taught Emily how to ride a bike, sat through every recital, every scraped knee, every heartbreak. I stayed even when her mother didn't want me to. She used to thank me, used to hold my hand at night and whisper that I saved them, that I made her feel safe again. Funny how people say that until safety starts to feel like control. When she began seeing Martin, rich, soft-handed, and stupidly kind, I knew my time was almost up. He had the kind of money that made women forget who taught them to survive. The first sign came months ago, a bank statement. Her signature on a withdrawal from my joint account. $50,000. For the wedding, she said. I'll pay you back after we sell the lake house. The lake house was mine before her. The deed, too. I kept quiet. I wanted to see how far she'd go. By the time the invitations went out, I already knew everything. I hired someone to watch. Not her, Martin. I wanted to see the man who thought he could buy my family from under me. The investigator sent me photos. Claire and Martin meeting a real estate agent, signing transfer papers. My lake house. Sold. Pain is temporary. Proof is permanent. So I collected proof. Emails, call logs, a recording of her phone conversation with her lawyer, how she planned to declare me financially unstable to cut me out of any shared assets. She wasn't just leaving me, she was erasing me. But erasing someone who knows how to rebuild things is dangerous. So I rebuilt. Quietly. I moved funds, sold stocks she didn't know existed, bought out her lawyer's paralegal, small payment for a copy of everything she'd filed. Then I drafted a will update, naming Emily as sole beneficiary of my estate, bypassing Claire entirely. I wanted Emily protected, even if she didn't understand yet. The final touch? I made sure every financial trace of the wedding, from the venue to the flowers, was paid with a loan under Claire's name. She thought I'd paid it off. I hadn't. I just paid the deposits, in cash, in her name. The wedding she flaunted was a ticking bomb with her signature on every line. At the reception, I watched her glide between tables, glowing in silk and deceit. When she saw me, she smiled with polite gratitude, like a waiter she didn't want to overtip. Then came her toast. She thanked her real family. That was my cue. I walked out, calm, silent. An hour later, Martin's father found me sitting by the fountain. "Please stay," he said, sweating. "They're rushing here to apologize. The wedding's over. Just stay silent, okay?" He looked pale, like someone had just told him the ground beneath his house wasn't his. I tilted my head. What happened? He swallowed. The lawyer showed up, with documents. Said your wife transferred property she didn't own. The house sale's invalid. The bank froze her accounts. They said I let him trail off. He didn't need to know more. I'd arranged for the documents to be delivered during the toast. The timing was exact, right when she'd raise her glass to new beginnings. New beginnings have a way of turning into endings when the truth lands first. When they finally arrived, Claire, mascara-streaked, Emily behind her, I didn't move. "Dad," Emily started, voice trembling. I turned to her. "You should enjoy your wedding night." Her lip quivered. "Mom," "I know," I said softly, "and now you do too." Claire stepped forward, panic in her eyes. "You can't just destroy everything like this." I smiled. "I didn't destroy it. You did. I just stopped cleaning up after you." Her ring glittered under the garden light. The same diamond I'd bought years ago. It looked heavy now. She tried to speak again, but the words died. Maybe for the first time, she realized what silence can do. By morning, the venue called. The credit card on file, hers, had been declined. The vendors wanted payment. The bank wanted explanations. The lawyer wanted distance. And I wanted peace. Weeks later, Emily came to my house alone. She'd filed for annulment, said she couldn't live under lies anymore. She'd found the files I left for her, the proof, the paper trail, the recordings. She didn't cry. She just asked, "How long were you planning this?" "Long enough," I said. She nodded. "Was it revenge?" "No," I told her. It was balance. Now, when I walk by that same pond at night, I still see the lights shimmer. But the reflections don't bother me anymore. People think revenge is about anger. It's not. It's about clarity. When you finally see people for who they are, you stop needing to shout. You just let them hear the silence.